Hey, Wesley. It's been a minute. It has. How have you been? Today, we're gonna play some Moon. Why is controller not working? Oh, wait, is that? Just don't chat that much? That's all good. I'm glad you're here. Hey, hello. How's it going, Anon? How's it going, Christian? There we go. Okay, firstly, everything is going well. What camo should I use for the wave gun? That's kind of cool. I should use something rainbow because it's Pride Month. Or that. Oh. Or that. Whoa. What time is it in the US right now? It is 8 p.m. That one's trippy. This one's called Slay. I'm looking for... This is what I want to use. 6 box hits to get Gersh devices. It will probably take me fewer than that. You are from the future. What happens 7 hours from now? 8 hours from now? Or is that a spoiler?
The foolish American.
Okay. I don't need that. I need this. I need... Dingo is my 3rd weapon. So let's put Dingo here. Yeah. And I think this doesn't really matter. Watching the World Cup, I have not been keeping up with it that much. I'm catching glimpses where I can. Hey, wizard.
My secret.
Hi, Cowrie. You're just watching Iraq v. Norway. I haven't... I saw U.S. versus... I saw the first U.S. match, that's it. Did the Gorod Crovey game end? Yeah. Is it true USA lost the war to Iran? Yeah. I mean, to be fair, is the war with Iran done? It might not be, for all we know. Okay, you gotta be careful. Because... the M1911 is actually my first weapon. Yeah, so we're giving $300 billion to Iran. In addition to the, I don't know, like... it was like $1 billion a day for 100 days. So, like, in addition to the at least $100 billion that we spent on the war, on top of all the negative effects to the economy that we're going to be feeling for at least a year. He denied it. Of course he denied it. He's, no matter what, he's going to say this is a major success and that we are the best.
Fire sale. Ah, good. I was looking for a good value. Fire sale. Uh-oh, I was in the box. No!
Yeah, no, it's a disaster is what it is. So, okay, but here's the thing to consider. Okay, first hit of the cycle. I should probably track this. Second hit of the cycle. Here's the thing to consider, right? We could talk about the obvious, which is the Strait of Hormuz was already open before the war started, and then all we did was bomb the shit out of them, kill a bunch of civilians, and didn't get any concessions out of them whatsoever, other than that they're promising not to build a nuclear weapon, which, first of all, they already promised when Obama was in office. Obama signed a nuclear deal with Iran that would mean that they didn't have a nuclear weapon. Trump tore that up in 2018, and then immediately after it was torn up, what did they start doing? Enriching uranium, right? So, okay, that's hit number 3. So, like, we basically ended up in the same place we were, except along the way, just kind of trashed the economy.
Kaboom. Ah, good. I was looking for a good value.
Well, Trump wanted to do the same thing that he did to Venezuela, which is just, like, go in and, I don't know, capture their leader or something. Okay, this is first hidden cycle.
Kaboom. Look, the beautiful.
Also, I should, here's a consideration. Do this. And then I don't have to get a quick revive yet. Fewer death machines, more max ammos. Alright, and I'm on a fresh gum cycle. Yeah, he just wanted to invade the country and steal their money and, like, maybe colonize them or something. I don't know. But basically, we failed to do that because Iran did the one thing that they literally said that they would do if we did this, which is close the strait. Here's the thing, though, right? Is the war over? Probably, maybe. Not a guarantee. Why do I say that? Because we're not actually signing a peace treaty with them. On Friday, we're going to be signing a memorandum that basically says we are going to have a 60-day ceasefire, and then in 60 days, we're going to actually sign the peace treaty. So, what's stopping Israel from just breaking that ceasefire and attacking somebody in the next 60 days? Let me check. Oh yeah, nothing. Are they gonna do that? Who knows? Probably. So, you know, is the war over? Who knows? Do I think Israel or Iran will honor the ceasefire? Iran will until either Israel or the US breaks it. Oh, the other problem is, like, the other deals that we had with Iran that ended up falling through involved Israel not attacking Lebanon. And then they immediately went and attacked Lebanon. And now Trump is, like, trying to say, oh, Israel needs to calm down and not attack Lebanon, but are they gonna fucking listen? Who knows? Hey, Coleman, I just saw your text. I'm free tomorrow. The question, why don't you ping the server? Because the one thing I'm considering is, like, I know that Noah's gonna be working. I don't know what everyone else is up to. Okay, this is hit 1 of the cycle.
Double points. Is this? I shall rule.
Yeah, so who knows what's actually gonna happen. This is hit 2.
Space giant! We must kill it! Insta-kill! The voices in my head, let it scream!
Oh, I'm realizing I don't have to worry about, like, setting up my cycle. I should, just immediately teleport. I did hear about Eric Trump being accused of insider betting. I took away your ping privileges again? Oh, wait, we didn't resolve that? I thought I gave you the admin privileges and then took that away, but I thought we fixed the ping issue, or did we not? What the fuck is the problem? It's like, it's genuinely annoying me, because I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. Hey, look, a disc. Hey, Zesty Buffalo. I don't know how to play this map optimally. Hey, filmmaker Jay Jones. Alright, this is hit number 3 or 4. Shit. Oh, and I'm supposed to be pack-a-punching.
Oh, to be back on the moon! Now we will finish what I started.
It'd be really funny if I did a slower strat and ran around the biodome for 8 hours. It would be funny if I didn't do that and just said that I would.
It all comes down to this.
Alright, let's just take this.
More! Give me more! Okay, little less.
Yeah, so, you know, point being, is the war actually over? Is there going to be peace? Who knows? This is, but someone counted, and this is the 39th time that Trump has announced that we've come to a deal with Iran since the war started. 39 times he said this is the end of the war. And that we're winning. How's New York City? I have not gone in since we won. I'm gonna be in the city tomorrow.
A zombie BBQ!
I've recently gotten back into Black Ops 4 after hiatus, and especially been playing Alpha Omega. And man, the Electric Burst strat is a damn revelation. It's a chill strat. It really is. Like, listen, people think, oh my god, it's so brain dead easy, it needs to be banned. It's not. Like, it's easy. It's not so easy it needs to be banned, you know? It's just easy. And the map is just completely, like, underplayed because the only fun strategy is banned. It's stupid.
Hey, child! We must kill it!
Yeah, they're pathetic for a lot of reasons, and that's definitely one of them. Don't get me wrong. The rules have generally always been stupid. Even the ones that have been voted on by a small subset that is heavily curated.
I am in need of bullets!
Oh.
My gun runneth over!
Let's teleport again. Yeah, I think the correct play is get some teleports in, pack a punch, and then, like, when I run out of points, just come back. Hey, Snortsburger. Highest I've ever gotten was 45 on Origins. Well, hopefully my high round guides could steer you in the right direction a little bit. I need more points before I start, okay, I'm gonna teleport here one more time. The remakes of the BO1 maps are beautiful, but also, like, the BO1 versions all just play so much better than the Chronicles counterparts. That's good to hear.
Oh my! I could use some help here!
On Darius, you keep dying on the early round strat. Any tips? It depends where exactly you're dying to give specific tips, but, like, generally, don't be afraid to spam the Wonderwaff.
I
Do I follow the World Cup? Not as much as I should, probably.
Look, the beautiful cleaning flame. Ethan, the pieces are
I was gonna say, too good to be true. Argentina plays today. Yeah, I'm like, I don't like soccer, football in general. I've never really cared for the World Cup, and I've especially never really cared for FIFA.
Uh-oh, how is just a box? No! I take your sword. Their pain is so erotic.
One sec. Come on. Damn. Hello, I've been looking to get back into zombies. Have not played since BO3. I'm looking to start back where I left off with BO4. Any advice for someone looking to get back into zombies? I mean, with BO4, it depends what you're trying to do, but honestly, just hop in and play, you know? Decent perk order? I just left it to what it was by default. Moon is the only good BO3 remake. Moon is good, but the original's better. But that's also true for a lot of the maps. Different perk setups work for different people on every map. That's kind of true, but it's also important to recognize that there are some perks that are objectively just not worth running, and there's some perks that are must-have 100% of the time. Yeah, I'm playing on DS for C. Is this a new Moon guide? No. This is just me playing Moon. I am on Boy. Didn't I already 255 BO3 Moon? No, I did not. Alright, let me get my AATs.
Damn thing is a big fat stupid dull hunk of meat.
Perfect.
Damn thing sucks.
Great. Okay.
Oh, to finally be free from the company of fools. It will be glorious.
Okay.
Please, please. Now
Hey,
is
so
not
like
the
if I
time
could
to
get
dilly-dally.
FBP, what do you mean?
Oh, I love the looks of this. Now the dead.
There we go. Give me dead wire. Yeah, I'm playing with first box patch. That's what DS4C is. Among other things. Camos, but...
That little girl for making me do all of this.
My advice for BO4 is not to just load in with whatever perks you want and have fun. My advice for BO4 is to, first of all, figure out what your goal is. Like, do you want to go for high rounds? And then choose a map you want to play. And whatever perks the world record holder is using, use those perks. Because those are usually the best perks. That's not what I need.
Finally, it will be mine.
Because there's, like, half the perks in BO4 are completely useless, and there's a couple that are overpowered. And, like, you know, it depends if you're camping or if you're training, which the overpowered ones are going to be. BO4 is not more difficult. No, BO4 is a lot easier, but there's certain aspects of it that take some getting used to. But also, like, every single game you play, you should be running Dying Wish as one of your perks. There is zero reason you should not be running Dying Wish. It is the most overpowered perk in the game and probably in the entire franchise. Hey, Anomaly. L Dying Wish take? What do you mean? What's Dying Wish? Dying Wish is one of the Black Ops 4 perks where basically when you use it, if you take enough damage that you would have died, instead you basically go into like a 9-second like rampage mode where you stay at 1 health and you can, like, get yourself out of the bad situation that you're in. And you can't take damage during that time. Why not take the extra perk power-up? I don't want Quick Revive right now. I want it later. I don't want death machines to spawn right now. If your goal is to get high rounds, yeah, don't just, like, hop in and run willy-nilly. Obviously, you kind of have to learn the basics of the maps first. Like, learn how to set up, learn where everything is. That, I think, is less going to be about, like, watching a high round guide or watching high round gameplay, and it's going to be a little bit more about, like, just kind of play the map on your own and get a feel for it. Also get a feel for the engine. It's rather similar to BO3's engine, but it is different. Dying Wish, Victorious Tortoise, and Winter's Wail are 3 perks you always run. Well, you see, there's a lot of situations where you might not want Tortoise or Winter's Wail. There's a lot of situations where you do, but sticking with 1 perk setup on every map is not good advice. The perk setup should be not specific to, like, what you're feeling. It should be specific to the strategy you want to run. And when you have a better idea of what strategy you want to run on what map, you should pick the best perks for that strategy. VT? Victor... Oh, yeah. Also, yeah, Winter's Wail modifier is not worth it. Most of the time. There's many other better modifiers. Again, Winter's Wail for Easter eggs, it depends on the Easter egg, and it depends, like, what level you're playing at. Like, are you speedrunning it? Are you just trying to complete it? It depends how good you are at the game. I would say Winter's Wail is really strong for people who are learning, but don't assume it is a must-run 100% of the time kind of perk. Depends on your strategy. And also, if we're talking about high rounds, then Easter eggs doesn't matter. Okay, we gotta choose some camos for my other 2 weapons. Alright. Chat, you guys are gonna help me pick... I put the rainbow on the wave gun, because it's Pride Month and I think it looks cool.
Oh no, I need ammo.
But I need camos for the other 2 weapons.
Eyes flashing, spots like little piece of candy.
Again, like, if you're trying to high round, there's no situation where Winter's Whale modifier is the best option. Actually, like, on a map like Alpha Omega, you do want the Electric Burst modifier. But on most maps, the Stronghold modifier is going to be really good. Winter's Whale mod is very rarely the best option. Alright, what camos should I use? There was one really cool one that I saw. This one's kind of bright. Okay, we'll do this one on here, and then what camo should I put on this guy? Blood of the Dead, I normally run, what do I do in the modifier? I think sometimes I actually do stamina modifier. I don't remember. That's interesting. This one's always fun. Oh, I still have...
Oh, the smell of the burning flesh reminds me of home.
I mean, when I do Easter eggs, I don't worry about, like, focusing on steps and whatnot while getting hit by zombies, because if I'm not sure what I'm doing next, I just pause the game. Nope. What happened to Gorod Krovi? The game ended.
Oh, look at them burn. Eyes flashing, spots like little
The latter.
candy.
But also, the game was probably cooked anyway. Like, I can't be getting, like, full-on lag spikes where everything completely stops before round 100. Like, I'm not making it 255 rounds if my game is acting like that.
The flames of the damned. Schweinhund! Again, I am the victor.
God. Don't tease me like that.
Stop talking to me. Take your death.
I wish, this is so minor, but I do wish this map had Electric Cherry.
I shall medic
What round? I was on like round 112 or something. Or no, it was 114. Did I just get it off of that? Nope.
Double points. I do not have need for points.
Get out of my way. Oh my god. Wait. Maybe? Oh, did I do it? Maybe?
Oh, that was exactly what I wanted.
Did I lose a perk or something? No. Okay, I'm on a fresh gum cycle. That was the first hit. Because I just got Alchem twice in a row. So, okay, so Tank Dempsey, basically... Whenever you buy the Bowie knife, the Bowie knife, like, tries to go into one of your weapon slots, but then the game doesn't, like, know what to do. Because it can't do that, so it ends up pushing all of your weapons up by one weapon slot. So your first weapon becomes your second weapon, your second becomes your third, and then your third becomes your first. What is the PAP camo? This is just the rainbow diamond camo from Black Ops 4, actually. But every weapon has a different camo right now. I kind of like this one. I think I want to change it to something else, though. Something a little less monochrome. Because this is just like all green, you know? I think I did it. Yeah, I got it. They're not spawning there at all. All right. We are set up. I understand that. Nope. I mean, granted, it works out for me because Richtofen is my favorite character, but... What if it was purple? Yeah! Purple? That's purple. When's this tie-rise vid dropping? I gotta see how it's coming along. I gotta ask Wizard, the editor. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. It's probably too early in the game to be dead wiring. I think I just do this. Did you guys see the Ancient Evil guide? If you haven't, you should check that out. Here, I want a good camo to put on this one. What should I use? Something rainbow-like. I already used Rainbow Diamond, and I already used this one. What's another rainbow-looking one? This one's kind of rainbow. Oh, I fuck with this one. All right, I think I'm sticking with this. Did Jake start making content? His first, like, video where he put the time in and I edited it for him. So I hope you enjoyed it, because I spent many, many hours working on that to make his video similar to the style of mine. Yeah, there's an Ancient Evil guide. It is on my channel as well. It's also on Jake's channel. He made an excellent Ancient Evil guide for high rounds, not just for round 100, but just the entire game. Very, very detailed. I even learned a lot just from kind of picking up on what he was talking about. Alright, let me cycle gums here.
Oh, look at them burn!
Oh, look, a strat that uses spawn manipulation and cheese mechanics that isn't banned? No, this is banned. Well, it's banned on solo, but not on co-op, because, of course, that would make sense. Why, you know. Okay, also, I've got bad news for you guys.
A zombie BBQ!
I need to be able to hear the astronaut. Well, no. On BO3, on this map, player 2 uses their AATs into the window. Should you watch a guide before jumping into a new map? If you've never played the map before, I think you'll get a lot of enjoyment out of just hopping in and playing. And just kind of learning. That being said, BO4 maps sometimes can be complicated. Like Ancient Evil's an example of, like, if you hop into Origins for the first time, you're not going to know how to build the staves. Like, if you hop into D for the first time, you're not going to know how to build the bows. It's going to be difficult to figure that out. And in a sense, Ancient Evil's the same way, where, like, there's a lot of things you're just not going to get the first time you play it, and you might need a guide. But BO4 does a better job than BO3 of some maps you very much can just hop in and play, right? 9 is an amazing example. 9, you can just hop in and play, and you don't need to look up any guides in order to, like, figure out how to get your way around the map. Classified is another good example. You don't need any guides to figure out your way around the map. Blood of the Dead is easier than Mob of the Dead. Still a little bit of complications, but, like, like, if you can hop in and figure out Mob of the Dead, you could definitely figure out Blood. Alpha Omega's not that bad in that aspect. Tagner Toten's slightly worse in that aspect. Dead of the Night is a real pain in the ass if you've never played it before. There's a lot of nonsense to figure out there. So, like, it depends on the map, but there's a handful of BO4 maps you can just hop in and play and not have to. Voyage of Despair, you can also just hop in and play. You don't really need a guide to, like, kind of figure your way around the map, you know?
No matter how many you send, I will prevail!
Hey, Void. This is what you wanted, right? You're excited to see me on BO1 Knocked? I'm not excited. We'll see. Hopefully I've convinced enough people that you guys wouldn't enjoy it just as much as I wouldn't enjoy it.
Zombies. How delicious.
Okay, this is the third hit of the cycle.
Oh, surrounded by undead. They never learn.
It might be best to just leave it on a fresh cycle. Like, grab the raindrops and then just...
Oh, his flesh, it pops like little piece of candy.
I hear that, astronaut.
You all know that you all will die, right?
Moon is such a fun map.
Oh, the smell of the burning.
Oh, I didn't think I would get him there. Yeah, I'm gonna be very careful about my morning streams. I just gotta be careful about listening for the astronaut. Once I get to astronaut instas, I should be kind of chilling, but in the meantime, like, I just need to keep my focus. My biggest problem with this map is I lose focus and I'm not listening, or I'm like talking too loudly to chat and I just don't hear the astronaut behind me, and then I lose a perk and then everything's fucked. But let's see if I can get a relatively good time. I did teleport 5 times, which is technically a couple times too many, but it also means I should be, like, already really close to max spawn rate.
More! Give me more! Okay, little less. There's 1, 2, 3. Scheiße.
Max spawn rate for me should happen in the early 40s. That's fun. You know what this is fun for? I could do this. You're gonna get dinner sorted out? Okay.
The pieces, they're all around me! Vengeance! It has a suit, but it's...
What would you say is my favorite map in BO3? My favorite map on BO3 is Moon, but if you want me to exclude Chronicles, then my favorite map is Shadows. Zetsubo is an interesting choice. Zetsubo is another one of those maps that, like, just kind of has a lot going on, you know? It's so difficult to figure out all the plants and shit if you're not familiar with the map already. Okay, now I should be on a fresh gum cycle.
Come to your death! Come to the doctor! Do not abandon the doctor!
That's such a fast round.
Look at the bird! Oh, the glorious blood!
I kind of hear him. A little close.
Little piece of candy.
There he is. There he is. Guys, did you read the daily affirmation? Did you read the affirmation? We should also just be in really good shape because I'm waiting to pick up Quick Revive, which means I have no death machines. Which actually, funnily enough, means I should have perfect drops. Or, like, I can get perfect drops. As it, like, you know, perfect drops definitionally is a little different in this context than it would be normally, but I only have 4 drops in my cycle, is what I mean to say.
The burning flesh reminds me of home.
So it actually should be quite easy for me to Gersh for max ammos without turning the power on. Hopefully. And even if it isn't, I got raindrops.
Let me taste the delicate flesh. Oh, good. Playtime for the doctor. They will all worship me.
Oh, should I put my,
Touch me, minion.
my Jalen Brunson as my character?
Oh, look at them burn.
I don't know if you guys saw the, No, oh wait, that's... There we go. There's our boy. There he is, the MVP. I don't know if you guys... I don't know if you guys saw the Knicks starting lineup was on Good Morning America. And I'm pretty sure they were all fucking fried for the interview.
Drink your pain.
2 of them were wearing sunglasses indoors, and OG Anunoby was sitting there just fucking stone-faced. There was one point where they asked all of them a question, and just nobody responded, and they all just started laughing.
Your cries fall on deaf ears.
Double points.
Serve your master. Come to your death. Come to the doctor.
Oh, why did that bounce like that? That's a max ammo. Theoretically, I should fish for more drops and hope that the next one isn't also ammo.
My gun runneth over.
Well, that's ammo. But I guess that's okay. What that does tell me is I know my drop cycle. The problem is... I want...
Oh, look at them burn.
I want another drop. Because now I know I already had a max ammo in this cycle. So I either have 2 or 3 drops left in the cycle, and they're not max ammo. But maybe we can deal with that when I get a little lower.
Away with you all!
I'm like basically at max spawn rate right now, which is funny.
Oh, the smell of the burning flesh reminds me of home. I play your games no more! You attack the doctor?
I'm gonna throw one Gersh this round to try to fish for a couple power-ups. Like this.
Tell that little brat I am coming for her.
That way I can just try to get through the cycle.
Insta-kill. Let me taste the delicate flesh. Face your death.
How many streams do I think it will take to reach 255? If I stream for about 3 hours per stream, which is kind of what I normally do, then it'll take me about 10 streams, give or take. Maybe a little more. But I think for this one I might try to like push a little bit more. I might be able to do it in less than that. We'll see. We'll also see when the Die-Rise guide ends up releasing, because, like, if that is soon, which hopefully it is, then, like, I'm probably gonna have to just move on to the next map in the series.
Eyes flash and pops like little piece of candy.
Moon used to be 6-hour streams. Well, I didn't do that many 6-hour streams.
Your face offends. Now die!
How is the Die-Rise video coming along? If there's an update.
Come to the doctor!
People want me to play Ancient Evil. I want to play Ancient Evil, but I kind of want to wait until Jake's game is done. Because when I play Ancient Evil, I want to give it a real good, like, push to see what round I can get to. It's a 30-minute video? Yes, it is. It was 30 minutes of my voice, so. Which, but I mean, obviously, I think I do a better job of, like, trying to keep things concise, but also detailed. But also, like, I think I generally try to avoid unnecessary details. Sort of. Jake sent me a 40-minute, like, Ancient Evil video that he had partially edited, and I cut it down to the 23-minute version that it currently is. To be fair, like, close to 10 minutes of that was literally me going through and cutting out every single one of his stutters. And, like, when he recorded it, like, he waited for a couple seconds between each sentence. So it's just about, like, cutting out all of the emptiness. Your favorite Minecraft streamer? I don't play Minecraft. The actual 100 chat is actually 13 minutes. Yeah. That sounds about right. Like I said, I was like, it's gonna be a weird tutorial because 100's fucking easy. But then past 100 is when we start getting into pain in the ass territory. I would like to maybe run back Die-Rise. One, because I'm kind of interested in trying out, like, the speedrun strategy and not just what I did. The speedrun strategy, you go through a lot of Sliquifier ammo, but, like, it does look really fun and it's super fast. Also, I kind of want to see if I can get a game where I'm running Trample Steam where I don't die almost instantly. Like, I want to see if I can complete a few rounds. Because I was at a point with the practice where, like, I died instantly in the game, but then as soon as I hopped into Strat Tester and just fucking skipped around 100, I like, completed a full round. It was slow as shit, but I don't know. Maybe it won't be that interesting. You ever gonna do a round 100 guide where it's just using 100 round robins? I could do that for an April Fool's video. Like, because that technically works on every single BO3 map if you have 4 players and enough round robins, that is. You have a sickness of not playing BO3 anymore? BO3, I think... Okay, so Nuke was last in cycle. That means I should have a double points as my next drop.
Kaboom.
Let's see if I can get these guys to spawn it. Nope. BO3, here's my really hot take that a lot of people are not gonna like, but it's the truth. BO3 is less replayable than BO1 and BO2 are. And the reason I say that is because a lot of them, like, there's a handful of maps on BO3 that actually are quite challenging, but a lot of BO3 maps are kind of, like, too easy. And then you get to 255, and then what? Like, you did it, you know? Sure, there's some people who like to speedrun, but I'm not one of those people. I'm one of the people that, like, once I get a 255, I'm just done playing the map. There's the double points. I don't think I'm gonna get the max ammo here. I'm on a fresh drop cycle. So I technically could get it here. But of course I don't. So I'll do this instead. And this guy's gonna drop the max, watch.
Max ammo.
I shall medicate my patients. More! Give me more! Okay, a little less.
Yeah, like for, you know, for example, obviously Revelations is the example, but I got to 255 on Revelations, and I think that Revelations is a really cool map. I like the map design a lot. I like the Easter egg, you know, but I got to 255. I have absolutely zero desire to ever high round that map again. Like, yes, I could do it with classics, but it's just the same, but a little harder. And emphasis on a little.
Away with you all!
Alright, what am I doing? I have ammo.
Come to your death! Come to the doctor!
I don't know if that's crazy of me to say, but like, you know, Shadows of Evil, I got to 255. I just don't want to high round the map again. Like, I feel accomplished enough. I feel as though I've conquered the map. And there's just very little desire for me to compete for a 255 speed run where, like, let's say I fuck up on round 250. Like, I gotta go for another 30-something hours. And that's a quick one, too. A lot of the other ones are slow 50, 60-plus hour speed runs that are generally just spending most of the game using Deadwire. You know? And that aspect of it just makes the game less interesting. Because, like I said, I have this criticism about modern zombies, but this is also true to a slightly lesser extent on Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, which is the older games really prioritize resource management. The older games, you really feel like, oh, when you're running low on ammo, like, you need to do something about it. You really feel that. And it sort of makes the gameplay more dynamic in the sense that, like, sometimes you're using traps, sometimes you're trading, sometimes you're killing, you know. And all of that is a struggle when you consider, like, you know, ammo is also how you save yourself from dying, even on the maps with traps. Well, 3 hits without Jug doesn't affect the game whatsoever. Like, people always debate 2-hit, 3-hit. I think it makes no difference. They're basically the same. Because, like, yes, you get the 3 hits, but they hit you faster, so it balances out. And with Jug, it's the same. There's certain BO2 maps where, like, a map like Buried, there isn't really resource management. There's error prevention stuff you gotta do, which makes it interesting, but, like, you're kind of just using resonators and turbines. But, like, even so, that map is just a lot more interesting than a map like BO3 Ascension, where a vast... Yes, you can camp in power, but, like, a vast majority of the game, you're just fucking using dead wire and turned in the spawn room. And that's just not interesting. Like, not even remotely as interesting as BO1 Ascension.
Gather round, children, and die!
Was the fact that zombies take about 3 to 5 seconds to target you again after being revived? Yeah, that's a minor thing, but it is nice. I know what you're talking about.
A zombie BBQ!
It is very minor, though. Where, like, if you're on solo and you go down and, like, there's zombies near you, they will go after you instantly. They're not gonna, like, wait around. Alright, my next... Or, I have nuke and max ammo left in the cycle. Well, let's see if I can end the round with this. Yep.
Die!
BO3 also, like, another major problem that I have with BO3, Mega Gobblegums are absolutely game ruining. It is, like, the single worst feature about Black Ops 3. Alright, max ammo is my next drop guaranteed. Ooh, and I got the insta-kill. The nuke is actually bad here. The nuke slows me down a lot. But I kind of had no choice. Okay, so this is good. So insta-kill is out of the drop cycle. Now I've got 3 drops left in the cycle. One of them's max. So I've set myself up nicely. Hey, Jake.
The pieces, they're all around me!
He's right behind me. I notice, Jake, I'm playing with no quick revive.
How delicious!
Meaning I have perfect drops. Which means I should be able to camp without power on for even longer. Now, the one downside is, actually, there's a couple downsides I'm realizing, which is I probably want to give myself quick revive before round 100, because then the perk patch gets disabled, and then there's a 50% chance I actually get Widow's Wine off of my next free perk. And then I either gotta keep it, or I gotta go into the biodome and hack it, but going into the biodome means I have to open the biodome, and then I get bad,
Let me taste the delicate flesh!
Hope we get BO1 Moon again sometime. I'm gonna be candid. If I play BO1 Moon again, I might play it without the ceiling spawn fix. Might. I don't really look forward to the idea of, like, playing 20, 25 hours, getting to round 163, and then fucking shooting the M16 in the wrong spot and glitching it. Like, I think that would just make me want to kill myself. But also, I'm gonna play on hardened difficulty. And I'm gonna glitch the astronaut. And I just don't really want to grind that map right now, knowing that, like, people are going to have mixed receptions to, like, let's say I do get a really, really, really good round. People are going to start arguing that I cheated. And I don't like that. And I don't care about ZWR rules, but, like, I just hate having to constantly explain to people that I don't give a shit when people come in and they're like, oh, you're cheating, you glitched the ass. Like, I just don't give a shit, but I also hate having to explain that to people. I mean, granted, if I do play it again, I might try to do a seeded run. See how something like that would go.
Oh, the smell of the burning flesh reminds me of home.
But let me figure this out first.
Away with you all!
Practicing the strategy on Strat Tester versus actually playing it is, like, not very indicative of whether or not you will glitch the ceiling spawn or not. Especially, like, did you play insta-kill rounds? That's another factor.
I could use some help here.
You just died on 74 on this map?
We must kill it.
On BO3? Because I'm going to pass 74 in, like, 20, 30 minutes or so.
Oh no, I need ammo.
Oh, guys, time for the daily affirmation.
Oh, his flesh, it pops like a little piece of candy.
Yeah, like doing one round isn't necessarily indicative. Literally, the best players on the map constantly lose games to glitching the ceiling spawn. Round 100 this stream? Yeah, probably. I don't think I'm gonna go past 100 just because I have to get up early for work tomorrow. But I am gonna keep chipping away at this. Alright, I have 3 drops left in my cycle right now. 2 drops left in my cycle right now. And they are double points max ammo. Alright, no problem. Thanks for stopping in. There we go. There we go.
Without the bullets, I cannot kill.
That's another nuke. That's actually really good. Other than the fact that it's in my way.
Yeah, time for more.
Like, I don't really have a choice but to pick it up. Yeah, let me know as you keep playing BO4, let me know, and I can give you more specific advice for whichever map you're playing. But, like, when you're just first hopping in, like, start with Voyage, or start with 9, or start with Classified. And just get a feel for the physics, get a feel for the systems, get the Helion Salvo out of the box and pack-a-punch that all the way. Like, just learn how to do that. And you will be in really good shape. Let's see the reception to the video so far. How's it doing? Just want to check. And then I want to keep playing. I want to avoid pausing. Do I have a backup plan for running out of Gershes? I mean, right now... Right now, like, I'm not gonna run out of Gershes right now. And then when I do... when I do run out of Gershes, I'm gonna use my raindrops.
Gather round, children.
But, like, I'm not gonna run out of Gershes for a long time. The plan generally is try to not run out of Gershes ever.
A zombie BBQ. Wunderbar.
Because when you run out of Gershes, then you're really in a sticky situation where it, like, becomes difficult to hack power-ups. But if the scenario of you accidentally walk into a power-up trying to hack it, is that how you lost your game on round 74? Because the answer to that would be, like, the actual plan is if that happens, if I have no Gershes and like no drops, I'm gonna hit the Gobblegum machine, take whatever gum I get, and teleport to No Man's Land, and then hack the drop there. Because I have enough time to do that before the zombies spawn back in.
Oh, the glorious blood! You all know that you all will die, right?
On BO1, it's less difficult, but on BO1, the answer is you trade. On BO3, the answer is just force another power-up elsewhere. Like, in an absolute worst case scenario, like, you just run to the biodome and just do dead wire in a circle until you get a drop, and then wave gun all the zombies, and hopefully they respawn far enough away that you have time. That's like your desperate scenario. But also, on round 74, there should just never be a scenario where you're that desperate.
Face your death.
At least, you know, with Megas, for sure. Even with Classics, that's just... like, you just never get that desperate.
Oh, look at them burn! Oh, the smell of the burning flesh reminds me of home.
What's the last part that goes on the bottom again? Is it the
More! Give me more!
what is it? Why am I forgetting? It's not another film reel. It's
Oh, his flesh is
stone?
like little
Oh, is it? Wait, does the stone go there? Oh yeah, because don't you, like, take it out of the pyramid?
Oh, two.
No, the S-pipe is already in my inventory. Yeah, I know it's part of the Easter egg. Like, I know it's a later step in the Easter egg. I just don't remember which. Yeah, it's probably the stone from Shangri-La, right? The parts from No Man's Land, but you don't pick those up. You teleport them with the Gersh, and then you teleport that in the spawn room with QEDs. Except, I think then you pick it up, and then it goes into your inventory. I thought that it was the rod, though. I thought what you're doing is you're putting the rod in between the two plates, and then once you've powered up the rod, that just goes back in the same spot as the first rod, right? Because the focusing stone from Shangri-La is inside the rod. Okay. I'm out of ammo, but I've got 3 drops left in my cycle, and they are double points max and insta-kill. So let's just get all 3 of those.
Insta-kill. See? Scheiße.
I'm just listening out. He's right there. You guys remember the affirmations? Richtofen puts the stone in the rod, but the stone's already in the rod right now, right?
Die!
Okay, I have just max ammo left. And there it is. Technically, I could try to force another drop, but there is a chance that it's another max, so I don't want that.
A zombie BBQ! Wunderbar!
Yeah, if I still have drops left in my cycle, I can throw more Gershes. But since max was the last in cycle, now I'm on a fresh cycle. I don't want the 1 in 4 that I get another max, because then that's bad. We never see this rod being used again after Moon and Horizon. Well, isn't it a relic on Cursed Mode on Black Ops 7?
Look at them burn!
That's important, right? Except that it isn't.
Again!
I have a question. In Black Ops 7, is the Chaos story still relevant? Like, are they still looking for Alistair Rhodes? Or was that just like some... Is the writing just god-awful right now, and who fucking knows? Like, wasn't that what they were trying to do in Black Ops 6, is they were looking for the Sentinel artifact or some shit? Who fucking knows? Is the writing just that terrible?
Oh, the smell of the burning.
Because I knew that the writing was god-awful, but, they use the Sentinel artifact to bring back Richtofen's family. And then they're trapped in the Dark Ether. But of course, no sign of the Victus crew in the Dark Ether, right? Maybe that will be the big reveal for the final DLC map. Are they trying anymore? No. There's plenty of people that are just fucking eating up Black Ops 7 slop and going, yes, this is the best content we've had in years. Technically true, by the way. Listen, to Black Ops 7's credit, the map designs of Black Ops 7 have actually been quite good. Like, Totenreich is a really cool looking map, and the new map, Kowakujo, does look really cool aesthetically. It looks like it would be a fun map to play if it were released on an earlier game. But then you remember it's Black Ops 7, and then you go, oh, the gameplay is going to be shit. Round 999 is going to happen in 16 days after the map launches, and it's going to be some stupid strategy where they're jumping in a corner spamming. I also, to take some credit away from Black Ops 7, it's like, wow, like, Ashes of the Damned actually isn't that terrible of a map. It's not transit, but, like, you know, it's decent. What was the one after that? Oh, Astra Malorum. Astra Malorum was really bad. Like, listen, aesthetically, fucking on a skull-shaped asteroid outside of Saturn's orbit, like, that's really cool. And then you play the map and you go, it's a fucking circle. It's the same size as the tomb. It's, like, smaller than the tomb, right? God-awful. Paradox Junction, what the fuck? Right? That's not a map. That's just bullshit. Totenreich actually is decent in terms of, like the design. The new map looks decent in terms of the design. They're just not fun to high round at all. And if they're not fun to high round, partially because you know, high rounding this game is just so broken.
You attack
There's
the
just
zombie.
no difficulty scaling whatsoever. You just get the right augments and you just win. And the only thing that actually stops you from getting whatever round you want to is the fucking, Alright, I'm on a fresh cycle. Give me my max. That's not where I wanted that to go. But, like, Paradox Junction's just a reskin Nuketown? Obviously. Nobody's arguing that.
Double the pain.
I'm on a fresh cycle game. So I agree, but we gotta realize you're shooting into one window with AATs. Yes, but, like, where's the ammo crate? I'm playing, like, the cheesiest version of this strategy that one can play, but even so, resource management is still an incredibly important aspect. Like, if I run out of ammo and gums, which will happen in the later 200s, like, the map actually gets kind of a little difficult after that. Even without the good... It's still an easy map, but, like, again, if there was ammo crates, I would have gotten 255 on my first try. Like, I would have booted into the map in May of 2017 and went, oh, there's an ammo crate right there. Let me just spam the wave gun and never run out of ammo and never die.
You are pretty. Don't die.
Like that's the challenge. Does ammo crates make the game that easy? Well, the problem with Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7 is that the game itself is already so easy that ammo crates don't even matter that much. Partially because the fucking zombies drop ammo. Like, all the zombies are just dropping clips on the ground. So it's like, what's even the point of ammo crates if they're gonna do that? That, plus you have like 15 hits before you die. You have 14 perma perks on every map. You have Gersh devices that you could just spam. You have 15 get out of jail free cards that you could just spam. The only way to actually, like, not get 999 on Black Ops 7 is if you lose your save file, which, good fucking luck, because it's gonna happen.
A zombie BBQ. Wunderbar.
Which, like, yeah, you could argue on the older games you get a power outage or whatever, but... How do I feel about the salvage mechanic? I kind of hate the salvage mechanic, because salvage is just points with extra steps. But, like, it would just be better if you just spent your points, you know? It's like, okay, well, you can get points by killing the zombies, or you can get salvage by killing the zombies and then picking up the salvage off the ground from the zombies that you just killed. And then you can spend points on some things, but salvage on other things. Why are we complicating the system when it could just be points? How do I feel about the zombie HP cap? Also another ridiculous feature that should have never been added, starting with Black Ops 4. So yeah, salvage is just points with extra steps. Salvage is just, what if we made points again, but, like, more annoying this time? And it's not like it replaces points. It's just in addition to points. It's just, okay, so in the older games, you kill zombies and you get points. But now, in this game, you kill zombies to get points, and then you gotta run over where they died to get salvage to spend on other shit. But, like, we could just give you more points to make up for that. Like, the zombie health cap on BO4 is kind of optional. What I don't like about BO4 is I don't like having to choose between the zombies having a normal amount of health and me having the normal amount of health. One would argue that zombie health capping started with BO2. If you're being, like, technical, yes, but that's In practice, the answer is no, because, like, oh, yeah, their health is capped at, what, 2 billion and change. As opposed to, like, the 30,000 that it's capped at on the older games. Or on the newer games, I mean. A cap of 2 billion is effectively not a cap, given that it would take, like, you can't kill the zombies with anything unless it does infinite damage. You wish the scav was infinite damage? I hate to say it, but I'm glad that the scavenger isn't infinite damage, because if it was infinite damage, then like, the high round strategy on Call of the Dead would kind of be almost the same as it is on the other maps. Just horde, kill, repeat. And yeah, like, we would see much higher rounds. We would see people hitting instas and 200 plus for sure, but like,
Please, now is not the time to
it just would be less interesting. I guess the one interesting mechanic would be George, because you wouldn't want to spam your scavenger at George. I guess you would just ray gun him to death, so that wouldn't even be that interesting. Or you don't ray gun him to death, and you use one scavenger shot per horde, while also hitting George with each of those shots, and then after, like, 20-something hordes, he dies.
Oh my, I could use some help here.
I'm on a fresh cycle, right? Could I? Okay. I kind of want them to spawn the insta-kill. There's the insta-kill.
I shall medicate my patient.
Now I'm on a fresh cycle again. Alright, thanks for stopping in, Z-Slayer.
Come to your death. Come to the doctor. Yeah, die!
There's just a lot of problems with the modern games that kind of all compound. We're waiting on the Die Rise tutorial to see what's next. Should BO2 have insta-kill rounds? I think the game would be a lot more interesting if it did have insta-kill rounds. So there is that aspect of it. But, like, also, do I blame Treyarch for patching it out? Absolutely not. Like, from a game developer perspective, they made the correct decision to patch it out. It just happens to also make high rounds a little less interesting.
A zombie BBQ. Wunderbar.
Die Rise insta-kill rounds would be fun. Like, imagine you play to round 163 and then you can use the liquefier again. Yeah, BO7 doesn't know their audience. I just genuinely can't stand the people that are glazing it and going, it's the best thing since Black Ops 3. Because here's a fact that people aren't ready to admit, and people won't be admitting until a year from now. Once BO7's life cycle is done, nobody's going to be playing it. There is so little replayability. Right? And if you don't believe me, how many people are playing Black Ops 6 right now? Yeah, you know, you could argue, oh, but Black Ops 7's out, so, like, of course people aren't playing Black Ops 6, but, like, more people are playing Black Ops 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 individually than are playing Black Ops 6 right now.
Oh, the smell of the burning flesh reminds me of home. Oh, his flesh, it pops like a little piece of candy.
Okay, now, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I don't like the argument that, oh, it's always online, so the servers could shut down. You're not wrong that, yes, the servers could shut down one day. But which COD games have ever had the servers shut down? Ever. Oh, why did I do that? I didn't mean to hit that button. Like, it's not... That's not the concern. Is, oh my god, the servers will shut down. Like... BO4 was the last game with, like, that nostalgia factor. With that, like, oh, people are gonna want to come back and replay it later on. Cold War, Black Ops 6, definitely not. And I'm sorry to say it, but when Black Ops 7 is over, not that many people are going to be playing it. Like, more people will be going back to Black Ops 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And it's the truth. People should play BO3 with the round cap removed. I'm on the fence about how I feel about that. Because, like, I think that it would definitely revitalize the game in a way that, like, kind of needs to happen. Where, like, yes, people say, oh, you know, the BO3 world record is who got to 255 the fastest. But the fact of the matter is just not that many people care about speedrunning 255. Most people are in the boat of, like, once you do it once, you've done it. If we played games out to reset and there was no round cap, records would be a lot more interesting. But also, like, the amount of people that would be competing for it would basically just be only people who are good enough to get to 255 already. Which is only a handful of players on the grand scheme when you think about it. Hey, Aluja. How's it going? Yeah, when BO7's over, BO3 is gonna see a massive resurgence.
More! I need more!
Because of custom maps. Not that I really play custom maps, but, like, the fact is these games are just more replayable, and part of that replayability comes from the fact that the games are actually kind of difficult, in a sense.
Max ammo.
No matter how many you send, I will prevail!
12 years later, no 255 on BO3 Shang, no 255 on Noct Classics. There is one on Megas, of course.
I take your soul! The pieces, they're all around me!
But, like, yeah, it's just, I don't really understand, because people are like, oh, you know, the map designs are good. Yeah, kinda. Like, I'll give, if we're talking about Black Ops 7, I will say, like, Totenreich, the design and the atmosphere of Totenreich is pretty cool. The design and the atmosphere of Kawakujo, the new map, is pretty cool. Ashes of the Damned is, like, decent in that aspect. But in terms of, like, actually playing the game just isn't hard at all. Once you have the right augments, you just can't die. Yeah, Shang 255 was cheated. We do need more BO1 custom maps, for sure. Because, like, yeah, like, BO3 has the benefit of official mod tools from Treyarch, which is why BO3 customs are so popular. Same thing with World at War customs. But BO1 and BO2 really need some more custom map creators to hop onto the scene. Because, like, even the couple custom maps that I did play on Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 are just so fun. Like, it's so fun to just hop in and say, I have never played this map before, let's see what high round I can get to. Like, just that aspect of it is completely non-existent from the newer games, because people are getting to 999 on their first try. That just should not be possible. I'm sorry, like, if you designed a game where it's a horde survival game where, like, more and more zombies are coming at you and they're supposed to get stronger and stronger, it should not be easy enough that a brand new map is coming out and somebody loads in for the first time and gets to the highest possible round. And they max out the map and there's no higher round. That just shouldn't be possible. And yes, there are certain people that argue like, oh, but there's some BO3 maps that if they just released, people would get to 255 on their first try. And to that I say, like, maybe. If BO3 Ascension came out today, probably somebody would get to 255 on one of their first tries. Maybe not their actual first try, but... like, it happened pretty quickly when Zombies Chronicles released. I would argue that is also a bad design, right? If BO3 didn't have a round cap, all the records would be way more competitive. You can't really in BO7 because you can abuse the save and quit feature. Well, the save and quit feature should have nothing to do with, like, the ability to get to 999 on your first attempt, right? You abuse the save and quit feature to take breaks, and I guess for certain other things, like special rounds, but, like, that does save and quit does not affect the difficulty of the game itself. The problem is with the zombies is the higher the round, the more will spawn. Well, yeah, but, like, they also significantly reduce the number of zombies that spawn on the newer games, making achievements like round 100 significantly diminished from what they used to be. And making rounds like 999 not that hard to obtain, whereas a 255 on Black Ops 3 can actually be quite difficult depending on the map. Like, listen, I'm gonna use this map as the example of... this map is incredibly easy, and in a lot of ways, it's kind of unbalanced. The fact that you can just fucking turn any of your Mega Gums into a max ammo, that's kind of broken, if you think about it. But also at the same time, even someone like me, who's pretty good at the game, I haven't been to 255 on this map. That's all my drops.
Double points.
Double the pain.
Every single time it's because, like, on a game like this, even if you're really, really good at the game, one stupid mistake can cost you your whole run. That is simply never the case on Black Ops 7. On Black Ops 7, you have 14 hits before you go down. You have 7 get-out-of-jail-free buttons. Well, because, like, you have 2 Gobblegum, or you have 3 Gobblegums, all of which could be, like, instant activate, save me, whatever, right? You have your field upgrade, which could have 2 activations, so if you're using something like Ether Shroud, so you have 2 more get out of jail free, right? You have fucking weapons that are overpowered because of zombie health caps. You have unlimited downs. You have perma perks. I could go on. And you have save and quit on top of all that. So, like, the fact of the matter is, one stupid mistake never ends a run. You have a fucking mutant injection on BO6 or a disciple injection on BO7. You just activate it, you are instantly saved. BO3, you do have so many gums to save yourself. If you're playing with megas, like, megas, I think, is the one thing that kind of ruins BO3. Right? But also, it depends a lot on the map. Like, again, Shangri-La is a great example of just because you're on BO3, unless you're literally running Round Robin and Power Vacuum, which, again, should never have been added to the game. Big mistake. Like, you can still make fatal mistakes. BO3, it just doesn't happen like that. Or rather, BO7, it just doesn't happen like that. BO1 is for sure like the last game where conserving your downs actually matters, and playing well actually matters, and conserving your ammo actually matters. That is slightly true on BO2, although there is more, like, you know, die rise, you can get unlimited downs through Who's Who, which I think is a good feature in that sense, because you do get the benefit of, like, you can cheese and have unlimited downs, but also you kind of have to limit how many downs you take in a 4 to 5 round window, because you have to get your perk back from the jumping jacks. And also, like, Who's Who has this skill element to it where, you know, for someone like me who kind of understands die rise, it's not difficult to revive yourself, but, you know, for an average player, you're not going to do it every single time. Mob of the Dead has the afterlife system, which is very cheese, kind of weird. Buried, you definitely have unlimited downs as long as you don't take too many in a short span. Origins is the one map where, like, downs and also ammo and all that sort of stuff actually has this conservation aspect to it. You could argue, like, Gen Strat makes that a little bit more cheesier, but I would still argue, like, Origins fundamentally is really well designed in that aspect. Transit is also another good one where, like, you know, you have the jet gun, so you have unlimited ammo. That's kind of overpowered, but... Or, you know, you have an infinite damage weapon with unlimited ammo, but you don't have unlimited downs. And then the survival maps are kind of their own beast. Survival maps are actually, like... You gotta understand what you're doing. You can't, you know, yeah, you can get unlimited downs via the Wonder Fizz, but that's also not an easy thing to do. And especially when we talk about the world record level, like, someone going for world record doesn't want to spend an hour hitting the Wonder Fizz over and over again to get quick revive back, especially multiple times in a game. Oh, hey, the actual good version of Moon? Well, this is the less good version of Moon. The other version of Moon is better, but... Yeah, you can't be mindless with the jet gun. Unlike the other version of the jet gun. When they brought that weapon back, you can very much be mindless. You know, Black Ops 2, I think, did some things in the wrong direction. Black Ops 1 was really the peak of, like... The game was really about skill and managing your resources and, like... You know, obviously at the world record level, it's about playing fast and playing efficiently, but, you know, even at the casual level, resource management is important. Am I gonna get my drops?
Kaboom.
Look at my time loss here. They're not dropping the drops. That's unfortunate.
Kaboom.
More! I need more!
Like, again, this is something that should have never been added to the game. Since it's in the game, I'm gonna, you know, use it, but... You want to see Die Rise ported to BO1 with a working slick? That would actually be really fun. I'm assuming with a non-infinite damage slick, or do you want an infinite damage slick? Alright, that's first hit of my gum cycle. Now, if Die Rise gets ported to BO1, does Who's Who come with it? I would love to see that. They're outside. Nope, maybe they're not. They all despawned.
You all know that you all will die, right?
Yeah, like, the fact is, Modern Zombies is just built for a different audience. Anyone who, like once you spend the hours just grinding for augments, you're just unkillable. I've seen Who's Who be used on, like, World at War custom maps. I don't know if I've seen it on a BO1 map. Wait, on BO1 on the Rust map, it exists? I haven't seen that. Husu's one of my favorite perks. It might not technically be, like, the best perk in the series, but if you know how to use it well, it's extremely strong, and it's so fun. Am I crazy, or does the Helion reload slower when playing offline? Did you forget to add the fast mags to your Helion as an attachment in the weapon kits? Because you have to do that separately offline. Like, your online weapon kits don't transfer to offline. Remaking old Wonder Weapons on modern zombies is always interesting, because most of the time they just end up being too overpowered. Am I messing with you? No. The Helion has fast mags, or like, whatever it's called. Alright, this is my second hit of my gum cycle. That's a hit. I'm gonna hold this for a minute.
The pieces, they're all around me. A zombie bee.
You're on 56 on tag? Yeah, that's kind of a bad time to learn that. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, it depends what your goal is. Like, if you're just trying to get to 100, you could probably just play it out, and you'll be fine. But if you're trying to, like, push to a high round, you might just want to restart. It takes less than an hour to get to 50 again. They remade the Blundergat twice, but gets new elements each time. Am I crazy, or is the Sundergat, like, the worst version by far? And why didn't they bring back the Magmagat? Also, is the Acid Gat on Paradox Junction, or is it just the Sundergat? I don't remember. Hey, Hiding, how's it going?
Oh, look at them burn.
Acid Gat doesn't exist? That's wild. Oh, can I tell you another thing that I hate about modern zombies and modern games in general? People arguing, oh, but the DLC's free, so it's actually better. You're getting more bang for your buck. And my response to that is always, I would rather pay money for high-quality DLC than get shitty DLC for free. Because, like, oh, yeah, the DLC's free, great, but, like, then you get Paradox Junction. And, like, you could have instead had an actual good map. Oh, that's round. I shouldn't have thrown the Gersh. I got 3 drops left in my cycle, I think, because I had the insta-kill. The Magmagat's the best version? The BO2 Acid Gat is quite good for what it is. And then the Magmagat, I think, is a little overrated, but, like, Blood of the Dead players think it's the best. A lot of times when I run Blood of the Dead, I play with the regular Blundergat Pack-a-Punched, because the Blundergat Pack-a-Punched kills Brutus in 2 shots. Alright, I have 2 drops left in my cycle if this doesn't give me anything, so I gotta be careful of that. Yeah, the ceiling spawn is broken right now. It's glitched. Moon was one of your favorite maps on BO1. Moon is my favorite map in the entire series, especially the BO1 version. More so than this version. But I like this version. This is the map that I load into when I'm like, I just want to have a happy game. I just want to chill with chat. I just want to not think. And I just want to have fun. This is my go-to map for that. Does Double Tap 2.0 increase the BO2 Blundergat's damage? I'm pretty sure yes. Like the base Blundergat, not the Acid Gat. Pretty sure the answer is yes. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Thank you. Wunderbar.
How does Bio1 Shino work? That's a very complicated question. When's the next chess stream? I could do a quick match.
You dare touch me,
I really need to, like, start the second channel already so that I can upload all of the, like, non-COD zombie stuff to that. What's my chess elo? It is 1700 rapid on chess.com.
You were my patience.
Do I have a goal in chess? I mean, I would like to hit 2000. I'm not putting 100% of my time into chess. If anything, like, a majority of my time goes to this. And then, like, you know, I play Balatro a lot. Anytime that I say I'm going to stream, or anytime I say I'm going to have a video done, and then you just don't hear from me, it's because I'm procrastinating playing chess. Like, I play one game, and I'm like, I'm just going to play one game, and then I just get sucked into it. I'm not, like, studying it like crazy, or taking lessons, or buying courses, or whatever, but I'm just kind of, like, watching chess videos, and picking up habits, and kind of working my way up. My peak rating is 1740 right now. Like, if I hit 2000, I think I'd be pretty happy. That would be like, okay, I've accomplished chess. I've done the thing that I want to do. I can beat a vast majority of players on Earth, you know? That's like kind of my goal. But, like, again, it's like I'm not like sitting and grinding every single day. I'm just kind of playing games here and there. What are my favorite openings? As white, I always play e4. And, you know, it kind of depends on black's response, but I go e4, like e4, e5, knight f3, knight, whatever, and then I bring the bishop out. I like to do the, one of my favorite traps that works on so many people. Here, let me show you. Is the Gioco Bellissimo. I learned this from Chessbra. By the way, if you guys want chess YouTuber recommendations, besides the big ones like, you know, like Levy, Gotham Chess. Where's my, analysis? I learned this one from Chessbra. So, e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6. You bring the bishop out. Let's say he goes here, or it also works if he plays this move. You're going to bring the queen here, which looks like a questionable move because, like, you don't want to bring your queen out early, especially only to move it one square. Yeah, it does defend this pawn. You're hoping that your opponent will play here, right? So you can do, so, like, bishop out is fine. Or rather, let me rephrase. You can go bishop here, queen here, knight here, and it works the same way. Or in the reverse order. Daniel Naroditsky. I learned how to bishop and knight mate from Daniel Naroditsky. I've watched a bunch of videos. None of them made sense until I saw his explanation. And then, okay, so here's what you do, right? This is the Gioco Bellissimo. You play... I'm going to turn this off. I don't need it judging me. You play knight here. A vast majority of the time, your opponent will do the smartest move, which is going to be the castle, right? You can often provoke, like you get the bishop out. No matter what he does, you play this. Or if he does this, you play this. Because a lot of times you just provoke, like he's going to just naturally try to castle, right? So you play knight here, which is questionable. He castles. Now you capture this with the knight, and your opponent is always going to go, what the hell? You always learned, right? You want the two pieces. You don't want to give up two pieces for the rook and the pawn, right? So this is bad for me. So he's going to do this. Then you take with the bishop, and he's going to do this, right? 100% of the time they go into this. And then you slide your queen up right here. Wins the bishop. And yes, your opponent can still fight back. So there's like, you know, pawn up, you take the bishop. You're up 3 points of material. And then, like, there's some tricky moves. Like, your opponent's going to play knight here, attacking your queen. You're going to bring the queen back or something. Your opponent plays knight here, threatening this, which is a royal fork. Triple fork. But then you just play here to defend this pawn. And on your next moves, you're just going to start pushing these pawns up, get this bishop out, get castled. I'm on the analysis board. I'm teaching an opening. That's the Gioco Bellissimo. So it's basically e4, e5, bring the knight out, right? Like, these moves can be played in any order. Like, let's say he does this. You just bring the queen up. He goes there. You go knight here, castle. And then already you're winning the bishop. And that's it. This works on so many opponents. And just by bringing your queen here, like, you end up provoking this sequence so often. And it works against top-level players, too. It works, like, you don't know how often I use this exact opening. That's what I play as white. As black, it kind of depends what I'm responding to. But I like to play e4, e5. I like to go into the Stafford if I get the opportunity. Stafford is really fun to play. I always play knight f6 here, and then I just kind of see how he responds. If he does this, I'll usually just bring the knights out, get the bishop out, get castled. Very standard, you know. As white, if he plays the Caro Kann, let's say, I'm gonna, what do? I bring the knight out. He plays this. Am I doing this correctly? And then I'm gonna go here. If he takes, I take. If he goes here, don't capture the knight. Instead, you play queen e2. Just tricky, because what you're actually threatening is, like, let's say he does something like this. You already made him. There's a couple ways that it could just lead directly to mate. Sometimes he does this, and then you just made him like that. But there's a lot of lines that you can go into there. My game's still going, don't worry. He was asking about openings. But yeah, if you want to get good at chess, if you want to get to the rating that I got to, Chessbra's Building Habits series is like the number one thing that I can recommend, because it's not that you're necessarily playing the best opening moves every single time, but you're playing moves that are going to be correct most of the time. Right? Get the bishops out, castle ASAP, or, you know, castle early, and then he does whatever. Let's say he does this. You get this other bishop ready. Like, just simple chess. Get the knights out, get the bishops out, castle, queen up, rooks to the middle. You're having a good time. That's kind of how I play. Anyway. But yeah, the Gioco Bellissimo is a really good trap that works on so many people. I use it on 1700s, and I literally have people...
But he's still
Oh,
dead.
Richtofen started talking, and I thought it was like a person. I've literally had opponents who lose the bishop in the Gioco Bellissimo and just insta-resign. They just think it's over. And they're like 1600. Which is crazy, because I don't even win that position 100% of the time. Just being up a bishop doesn't guarantee that it's going to go well. You wanted to see gambits? I could do plenty of talking about chess. I want to get to 100. What's your rating, Trickies? Or what was your rating? Hello? Okay.
Do not abandon the doctor.
What's my drop status again? Aren't I on a fresh cycle? Well, that doesn't help. You have practice? What do you mean you have practice? You're like 1700 leeches? Oh, nice. Talking about practice? Alright. Can I get my drops? That's a drop. That's a drop.
9! There are too many of them!
Ooh! Why am I red?
Max ammo.
Why am I still red?
Run is over!
This is what I mean. It's like, listen, little mistakes can affect your game on Black Ops 3, but like there are no little mistakes on Black Ops 7. You just can't die.
How delicious!
It's like I'm just not paying 100% attention. I'm thinking about chess, and oh, I got red screened. What the fuck?
Oh, the smell of the burning flesh reminds me of home. Oh, his flesh, it pops like little piece of candy.
I should probably use this alchem. Also, little things like, genuinely, you want to know what ended nearly every single Moon game I've played in the last year on BO3? It's just fucking talking too loud and not hearing the astronaut. And then I get grabbed and I just get cooked. Well, yeah, I'm saying in the sense that, like, if the player makes a little mistake on a newer game, you got 7 ways to save yourself instantly at any given time. And there's no punishment for going down.
Victor! The pieces, they're all around me!
Also, remember, in my 213 game, the down that I took at the end of the game was literally just because, like, the zombies right in front of the window just fucking 5 slapped me. Boom, 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 boom. Like, and I just died. That just doesn't happen on the newer games, because it's like 14 hits before you die.
Oh, the smell of the burning flesh reminds me of home.
But sometimes it's that. Sometimes, like, there are certain players who as soon as they're down a piece, just panic. But, like, in that opening, you get compensation, right? Like, you get... I'll show you what I mean. Like, yeah, you get this. You get a lot of compensation even though you're losing the piece because I'm completely underdeveloped. Right? Like, my knight's on the edge already. That's not great. My bishop has a little bit of a difficult time getting out. I'm not castled. Yeah, your opponent's down a piece. They get a pawn in return. They get these amazing knights in return. My goal as white is just, like, try to kick everything out. This isn't good. Like, castle. Let's say they go back. We just want to start kicking the knights out is what we want to start doing. Because then they got to start going back, and then, like, and that's when you can kind of start, like, pushing out a little bit, you know? And you get this rook to the middle. You get this bishop just has a hard time developing. So you definitely get compensation, even though you're losing the piece. As black, that is.
A
But some people just say, oh, I'm down a piece, I resign. Like,
Oh, look at them burn.
and hopefully they never fall for it again, or I guess hopefully for me they do. I don't know. But yeah, extremely simple opening that lots of players fall into. And there are ways to stop it from happening, but like, what I'm doing is like by far the most common
Smell of the
moves.
burning flesh reminds me of home. Your face offends. Now die!
Alright, I gotta finish this 100. I can't waste time. I got like a little over an hour left, I think, or maybe like an hour. Hey, Jake. You're on round 4. He is on round 4, it's true.
Oh my! I could use some help here.
Oh, shit. Damn it. What happened?
Wunderbar.
He... I don't want to ruin the joke.
Look at them burn.
Guys, remember the daily affirmation?
My patience is at an end. You were my patience. Yeah! Die!
Just check his stream. You'll get it.
Oh, his flesh, it pops like little piece of candy.
I was gonna start Ancient Evil, but I want to wait until your game is done.
Oh my!
Because I don't want to just start, like, playing with the idea of, like, trying to actually play out a really, really long game and not knowing everything.
Oh, the smell of the burning flesh reminds me of home. Oh, his flesh, it pops like little piece of candy.
How many shots does the Winter's Howl take to kill one zombie early rounds? Which version of the Winter's Howl? And which early rounds? How's Call of the Dead 2P been going? It's been going all right. We've been getting a lot better at the strategy, and we've been getting much more consistent at, like, just hopping into a game and getting a good setup without having to restart. It's just, like, the problem with that map in general is, like, one little thing, either one little mistake or just one little blunder can just instantly end the game. Unpapped and round 10 and 30. When I said what version, I meant Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 4. But also, I'm gonna cut you off there and say I don't know the exact answer off the top of my head. I just know that, like, on Black Ops 1, it's shit, and on Black Ops 4, it's a 4-shot on normal difficulty, if it's pack-punched. If it's unpapped, it's a little more. Trickies, our previous game, we got to round 66, and our time was, like, one of the best it's been. We were doing amazing. And then, all of a sudden, we're doing the strat. I go right up to him. First VR shot glitches. Okay, I shoot him again. I just barely miss him. I shoot him again. I hit him, but he already went down. And then I turn around to try to, like, turn the zombies around me into humans so that I don't insta-die, but I'm already trapped. Like that, it's just super hardcore. And so, like, one, it's just about kind of getting better at reacting to the glitch shots when they happen. Which usually I'm pretty good at. It was like one specific circumstance where he already had a zombie hitting him when normally they're in the window and, like, just didn't work out. But it's tough in that way.
Let me taste the delicate flesh.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, you need both players alive on that map.
We must kill it. More.
Okay,
Yes,
I
more. Okay, little less.
should be due for a max ammo, I think. I think.
Oh, two. Three. Scheiße.
Do we have a plan for 139 plus?
Face your death.
We don't have an exact plan other than it might just be doing extremely slow hordes at the beach. Maybe Jake and I have to, like, sit down and calculate that a little bit more, because that's kind of the only thing we had in our head. In our heads, we were kind of like, hey, if we get to 139 and nobody else has been there before, then, like, we're just gonna do what we can based on how much longer we have till reset or whatever. But, like, we don't exactly know. Alright, that's my third hit of the gum cycle.
Do not abandon the doctor. Suck, Gersh. Suck them all.
We probably need to do some more theory crafting.
Kaboom.
Look, the beautiful cleaning flame.
Watch this. Give me the max. Oh, no. I'm not gonna lie. I lost track of my drop cycle.
In my head, they scream.
But it really doesn't matter that much.
Their pain is so.
Why is there no flopper on BO3? Because there's no dolphin diving. You could do power too. How well would that work?
More. Give me more.
Because, I mean, one, I would have to, like, remind myself of how power works. It's been, like, 3 years since he and I ran that.
Now to find ammunition.
Because the one thing that he and I probably honestly need to just, like, hop into Strat Tester and be like, what exactly happens at 139 plus? Because I know, like, with graphic content on, you can kill them, but it's, like, slow, and they're, like, headless for a few seconds or something. But, like, how long does it take to kill them? Is it, like, just one shot and then you just gotta wait? Or is it, like, you know, like, are we getting more than 24 kills in a VR shot at that point? Or no? And these are the answers that I just don't quite know. Yeah, that's what I figured. And, like, in my head, if we get to 139 and nobody else has been to 139 yet, like, let's say we beat the world record, we're the first ones to get to 139, I think our mindset isn't necessarily going to be, we need to play the most optimal 100% perfect game. I think our mindset is just going to be, like, let's just push the record and then like kind of and you know do what we can and then leave it for another team to hopefully one day beat us. Maybe 27 sometimes. That kind of brings the argument of like maybe it's just beach then, which sucks, but like if I'm only getting 27, we might as well play the safest strat, which yeah, it'll be slower, but like the whole wild card is like when we get to 139, how close to reset are we? Do we have a few hours, or are we like getting 1 or 2 more rounds at best anyway? That's going to depend a lot on trades. That's going to depend a lot on how often we take sleepers and like when we take sleepers. Like that depends on how many downs. There's so many factors that we just won't really be able to know until we're actually in the game. I've heard instas are possible too, but like I don't understand how you get to instas knowing that after 139 it's like super slow. Because Crafted Sam was telling me like, oh yeah, instas will be possible, but like I don't doubt his calculations. I think that involves like really perfect play. And the way that we've been playing is like, we're not aiming for perfection and we're not getting perfection. We're just trying to get a run going, you know? Like, we can't be restarting because of early, or we can't be like restarting because of relatively early downs or like bad trades or like not getting a max when we need to. And probably getting to instas requires very optimal play. Including good trades, including like just general good drops, really optimizing George Maxes. We've been doing much better at optimizing George Maxes, but like, I think there's certain things we could probably improve that we're just not like improving because we're just trying to get a game, you know? And I'm sort of in the mindset of like, listen, instas would be really cool, don't get me wrong, but right now the goal isn't instas, right now the goal is around 130, right? We can't get to instas until we beat that. We, not necessarily just meaning Jake and I, but we also meaning the community.
Away with you all!
Are the shots taken per kill... Wait, are my shots taken to kill per 5 round is better than original BO1? What? No hacker? I don't have the power on yet.
Kaboom.
Watch, these guys are gonna give me the max.
Double points.
They always wait.
Need for points. Only death.
I would imagine
Insta-kill.
it will be, well, like, I think what makes it so difficult is that it is the one map where, like, 2 players have to, one, be, like, communicating really well and coordinating really well, right? Every other map, you can technically get by with just one player. Like, you could have the other player bleed out every round. It's not necessarily always optimal to do that, but, like, one player can get by. Meaning one player can be strong and the other doesn't have to be. But Call of Dead is the one map where 2 players have to be incredibly coordinated. They have to be focused.
There are too many of them!
And they both have to be strong players. That in itself already makes it one of the most difficult to get a 2-player high round in general. You're surprised NYC is still up. NYC right now is a shit show for a number of reasons. It's not just because the Knicks won, also just like World Cup shenanigans. 1 shot in round 5, 2 shot in round 10, 3 shot round 15, 4 shot 20, 6 shot 25, 9 shot round 30. Okay. Where did you get that? Is that just based on like the damage numbers? If you're asking, okay, if the reason you're asking me about Winter's Howl damage numbers is to put the Winter's Howl in your game, I would... Oh, that's from your game. I was gonna say I would make the Winter's Howl stronger if you have the option. Like, it's a 2D zombies. Yeah, you in some sense you want to make it similar to the original, but in some sense you can fix things that are broken. And the Winter's Howl is flawed in that it is an extremely underpowered wonder weapon. And like, yeah, you don't have to make it do infinite damage, but like, maybe make it like the Slickifier. Make it kill until round 100 and then drop off or something. That would make it more interesting.
Gather round, children, and die!
The win against the Spurs was very fascinating because
Like little piece of candy.
they were up by double digits in every single game in the finals.
Oh, good. Playtime for the doctor.
Like you cannot be in the NBA finals about to win it all and be giving up. So it's not stronger than the original? I guess I could have taken that fatal contraption. I don't know how exactly that compares. It doesn't sound that much stronger. Like 3 shots on round 15 sounds similar to the original. 4 shots on 20 is a little stronger, I think. Yes, it is. Like that's what I mean. It's like I'm not paying attention. I don't hear one guy behind me. That so easily could end my game. Little things. Little things.
1, 2, 3. Scheiße.
That just doesn't happen on BO7. It just doesn't. Yeah, when you're up by 29 points and you still lose and you're in the NBA Finals, like, come on, of course the Knicks were going to win.
Death was silent.
What did we expect was going to happen after that? Okay, and now if I can get a max ammo, that would be great.
More. Give me more.
Thanks.
Okay, little less.
I don't know where my drop cycle's at. I'm gonna keep throwing Gershes to try to force more drops. And hope that I don't get another max ammo. I see an insta-kill and I see a nuke.
Max ammo.
My gun runneth over.
That's good.
Oh, the glorious blood! Face your death!
I don't know if there's a way to make it like you could if you make it more like BO4 where it's like a 4-shot kill until round 100 and then after that make it drop off heavily. That would make it more interesting and just generally better to use. Because like if the weapon's too weak, there's not really going to be a reason to use it.
I am the victor!
Unless it's like the strongest thing on the map, but
Play your games no more! Come to your death! Come to the doctor!
I don't know the answer to that. I would ask someone involved with plutonium, because that is not me. General thing is, like, listen, I know a lot about high rounds, but I am not tech support. And I usually don't know how to help you if you're asking me questions like that.
It's dead! It's dead! Please, please. Now is not the time to dilly-dally.
Well, no, I wasn't talking to you. I was really talking to the how come plutonium won't open. I don't know.
Oh, the smell of the
I'm not the
burning
plutonium
flesh
guy.
reminds me of home.
I'm also not necessarily I don't know damage values off the top of my head, but like I can help you if you're asking me about balancing things. I can absolutely tell you what I think would be balanced, but I don't know like the Winter's Howl damage values off the top of my head.
Now is not the
I'm just
time
gonna
to
refer
dilly-dally.
you to the code of the game.
A zombie BBQ! Wunderbar.
No, it's all good. When you have the game in a relatively like playable state, I do want to try it. I want to probably wait until it's like closer to when it might be releasing, or like be able to do it for a video to promote the game, if that makes sense. Meaning I don't necessarily want to play like a beta version,
You all know that you
but
all will die, right? Your face offends. Now die! Oh, look at them burn! Oh, the smell of the burning flesh reminds me of home. A zombie BBQ! Wunderbar! A zombie BBQ! Wunderbar! The pieces! They're all around me! No time to argue! I need ammo!
perfect. Actually, though, if I get Fatal Contraption as my next gum, that's best case scenario. Because then I got 2 ammo gums back to back. And I can preserve the other one.
Without the bullets, I cannot kill. Dear, they will all worship me.
The problem is, I need a max ammo this round.
Oh, the smell of the burning flesh reminds me of home.
And I don't have a max ammo gun. So, I lost track of my drop cycle. Let's hope it's friendly.
Do not abandon
Okay.
the
I could use this insta-kill to force 4 drops, but I think it's better to just use the insta-kill to get kills like this. And then use the Gershes, so I can progress the round a little more.
I drink your pain. Let me taste the delicate flesh.
They're going around the nuke.
Kaboom.
There are too many of them.
Okay, max ammo.
Your cries fall on deaf ears, minions. Serve your master.
Double points.
Everything but the max ammo.
Double the
Perfect.
pain.
Look at all this time I'm losing. I got a drop left this round. I don't know if it's max ammo. But let's see if I can do anything.
Gather round, children, and die!
Weirdly, this isn't even, like, difficult to use dead wire like this while the gravity's low.
I am in need of bullets.
Alright, let's not put myself in danger here.
Oh my!
There it
A
is.
horde of zombies. How delicious.
Max ammo.
You attack the doctor?
Oh, okay. Should you price your game? This is maybe a silly question. You're using a lot of, like, direct assets from Call of Duty. Is that the sort of thing that, like, they might be mad at you for? Like, if you just literally use the ray gun and the Winter's Howl.
Little piece of candy.
For some reason, they made the astronaut too easy. The reason that they made the astronaut too easy on BO3 is because he was too difficult on BO1. I don't necessarily think that the astronaut was unbalanced on BO1. I think that the astronaut actually is a really fun mechanic of BO1 Moon, is that he's like something you have to deal with. But
My patience is at an end. You were my patience.
he eventually becomes impossible to kill. Eventually the astronaut spawns and he's got such high health that the only way to kill him is QEDs, and that itself is just kind of like not very good.
I play your games no more.
You can rename, I mean, yeah, I guess as long as you do that, it's fine. Should you price your game? Probably, yeah. Are you asking, like, what should you price the game, or should you make it free? If you're working on it for, like, hours and hours every day, I wouldn't make it free.
Oh, look at them burn. Eyes flashing, pots like little piece of candy.
Especially if it's a game that, like, is sort of trying to recapture the charm of the original Black Ops games in a 2D format. Like, you want to kind of recapture that, like, bare bones survival, you know.
Oh my,
Hoard up,
could use some help here.
or rather, you know, spawn in, find power, hitbox.
The pieces, they're all around me.
Pricing it for $1? You could probably get away with $5, honestly. Yeah, $5 isn't unreasonable. $5 is like,
Look at them burn.
really cheap for a game that I presume would be like on Steam. $5 isn't unrealistic. That like plenty of people would buy it for $5.
A zombie BBQ! Wunderbar! Come to the doctor!
It won't be on Steam. Are you just going to be like distributing it yourself, or how do you plan to distribute it?
Okay, little less.
People would absolutely buy it for $5. As long as you like, you know, as long as you got a couple maps. If it were one map, maybe $1, but like if you're working on multiple maps, absolutely $5. Probably even get away with 10 if it's like really good. Should Treyarch bring back the unique PAP design or PAP machine design like Origin Shadows? Yeah, I would say so. Gotcha.
The smell of the burning flesh.
Yeah, I think $5 is reasonable.
Oh, look at them burn!
Plenty of people in this community would absolutely pay $5 for like a 2D zombies game.
Good playtime for
I
the
think like
doctor.
when I say that I mean like if you were to charge $1 versus if you were to charge $5, would you lose customers? Who like would people be willing to pay $1 but not willing to pay $5? I think the answer is you wouldn't really lose that many customers, if at all.
Oh, it's flesh, it's
Like people are either willing to pay $5 or they're not willing to buy the game at all. But making it $1 won't necessarily make that better.
You dare touch me, minion? Let me taste the delicate flesh. A zombie BBQ. Wunderbar. Face your death.
Classified is really good. I wouldn't call Classified perfect. I would say Classified is a really good remaster of a map, but I think that people want to play it on the BO3 engine and not the BO4 engine.
Pain. A zombie BBQ. Wunderbar. Vengeance!
Why do I like this map so much? It's just something about like the atmosphere and the fact that it's a really fast-paced map, but also is just like it's still really engaging. I like the excavators. I love the no gravity mechanics. I love the hacker. I love using the wave gun. Plus, this map takes place on the moon. I really like that you're genuinely punished for taking downs. In that, like, if you take it down, you have to teleport back to No Man's Land to get your stuff back, which you can only do once per round. And if it's not Jug, then oh boy, you know, that element of, like, downs are really punishing, and certain features of the map are really rewarding. When am I going to switch power on? I'm going to switch power on when I have no ammo and I have no, like, gums or drops that can give me ammo. Usually that's around round 100, maybe a little after. I think in my previous game I made it to like 120. How much slower is glitch ceiling spawn? Not that much slower, but it is a little bit slower. Because at all times for the entire game, zombies are trying to spawn out of the ceiling and they can't. So they, like, spawn in the ceiling for like a bit of a second, and then the game goes, hey, I can't spawn here, and then it despawns that zombie and then respawns it into the window. What round are we on? We're on round 90. Motherfucker, fuck you. Why? Let's see if I can force this to spawn the other drops. I hear him.
Max ammo.
I will prevail.
Insta-kill.
Stop talking to me.
Why did they put a master spawner there? Well,
I take your sword.
on BO1, there's a master spawner next to every ceiling spawn. On BO3, it works a little differently, and I don't know what causes the ceiling glitch. How do I deal with the astronaut? You are going to find out in a matter of, like, 15 seconds, so please just stick around and you'll see. You hear him? I hear him. He's right there.
Oh my.
Yeah, of course. Let me wait for him to come into the room. Okay, there he is. This is how we deal with the astronaut.
Okay, little less.
That's it.
Oh, his flesh.
You just dead wire him.
Little piece of candy.
Much less interesting than dealing with the astronaut on BO1.
Gather round, children, and die.
What round astronaut was he? Probably 89. Deadwire insta-kills the astronaut regardless of the round.
Oh my! A horde of zombies! How delicious!
When you're playing Cove with Jake, where does Jake shoot? Where does Jake bow shot when something goes really wrong? What do you mean by when you're playing Cove? And what do you mean by where? Like, when something's about to go really wrong, you just bow shot as far away as possible. Like, just against a back wall, just away. Cave? There's not a specific spot, just away from you. That's it.
A zombie BBQ!
On BO1, on high rounds, the only way to kill him is with QEDs. Or you
Oh, the smell of the burnt
leave him alive.
reminds me of home.
Or you trap him. Or you glitch him. Alright, that should be Fatal Contraption. And now I'm on a fresh gum cycle.
Leave me. Now is not the time to dilly-dally.
I haven't really done much playing with Astro on BO1.
His flesh, it pops like little piece of candy.
Why actually does Deadwire take away all his health if it keeps increasing? Because Deadwire does infinite damage.
Do not abandon the doctor.
Same reason Deadwire kills zombies. Now, if they wanted to make Moon really interesting on BO3, what they would have done is they would have made it so that Deadwire doesn't kill the astronaut and nothing kills the astronaut except for the QEDs. And then you'd really not be sure what to do. What is Deadwire? Deadwire is the alternate ammo type I have in my Weevil. It's what's electrifying the zombies right now.
The burning flesh reminds me of home. Let me taste the delicate flesh.
You might have to try this. I have it on my channel. I have an excellent video that details everything you need to know in order to get to round 100 and beyond using this strategy. It's a very easy strat, and it's a lot of fun. You subscribed? Thank you. I appreciate that.
Cry with anguish and fear.
Max
Oh my god, it always does that. At least I got the max out. Okay, this is gonna be scuffed. So much time loss. You gotta be careful. So, like, in this area, it's weird. The way that the game checks if you have jumped into a Gersh is it doesn't actually check whether or not you've jumped. All it's checking for is whether or not your elevation changes. And so, in this room, it's kind of annoying because... actually, I'll show you between rounds.
They will all worship me.
Yeah, this strat's really fast. Like, you can get to 100 in under 3 hours. I don't know if I'm gonna be under 3, but
His flesh, it pops like
not if I
little piece of
teleport, of course.
candy.
But I'll be close to about 3 hours.
You dare touch me, minion?
I'll show you guys in a sec. The round's about to end. There it is. So, it doesn't actually check whether you're jumping. It just checks whether you've changed elevation. And you'll notice this area is, like, slightly sloped. So if I throw a Gersh here, and then I just, like, walk like this, sometimes the game thinks that you jumped into it and it just teleports you, which is annoying. And that's exactly what happened there. I tried to go for the max ammo, I ran through the Gersh and changed elevation here, and it just teleported me. I have had that in the past cause me to miss max ammos, which is really annoying. But, like, usually it's fine. Does the hacker even matter in this version? Well, yes, it does. I will eventually turn the power on, because very quickly, like, you know, usually a little after round 100, and definitely by round 120 or so, I'm gonna hit a point where, like, I need more ammo than my Gobblegums and natural max ammos can give me, so I need to hack other power-ups into max ammos.
I will prevail.
So, and then once you hit that point, then the game gets really easy, because then every power-up's a max ammo.
Oh, good. Playtime for the doctor.
But even despite that, like, when you get into the upper 200s, you're still working really hard to conserve your ammo. You want your drops to spawn separately from one another and not all at the same time, which is tricky.
The pieces, they're all around me.
Because we're already at a point, even here in the 90s, like, I'm gonna need a max ammo almost every single round, unless I'm starting a round with full ammo. Like, here, I gotta let them out. Let's see if I can get a max ammo. What's my favorite map? This is my favorite map. I mean, specifically the BO1 version is my favorite, but this is my second favorite. Moon is my favorite map in general. Okay, if I can get any power up that isn't just the nuke. Any power up at all? That's not the power up I was looking for, actually.
Kaboom.
I did not consider that that was possible. Oh, fuck. Actually, that doesn't matter.
Insta-death? It's too quick for that.
Insta-kill.
Come to your death. Come to the doctor. Come to your death.
Power-ups do not stack time-wise, except for fire sales. Fire sales do stack. Why only fire sales? I don't know.
Please, please. Now is not the time to dilly-dally.
It would be cooler if power-ups stacked. That's round.
Oh, the smell of the burning flesh.
I don't think I'm gonna be under 3 hours to 100. I got 7 rounds left and 30 minutes to do it, but I'm at just over. Actually, wait, I probably will be sub 3. I'm at just over 3 minutes a round, so it's kind of cutting it close. I might not be sub 3, but that's okay. Stacking insta-kills would be really cool.
Again, I am the victor. Face your death. Oh, look at them burn.
Stacking every power-up would be cool. It would also be cooler if, I was gonna say, what does actually work on World at War, but it doesn't work on any other game, which is if you get 2 double points at the same time on World at War, it does stack 2 quadruple points. But not on any other game. I wonder what the limit on that is. If I used mods to spawn in like 10 double points, would it be like 2 to the 10th points? And I just kill 1 zombie and I get like 1,000,000 points?
Away with you all!
Call It Dead Co-op wouldn't be dead. It would just be a lot worse. This VR11 stacking effect makes the map extremely fun, and it also sort of makes it so, like, even when you have ammo, max ammos are still good. Oh, hello. Bye. Just like that. The map would just be, like, harder in a way if max ammos didn't let you stack VR. Have I got to 100 on any other maps? I've gotten to 100 on many other maps. I believe there are more maps where I've been to round 100 than there are where I have not been, in general. But I haven't been to 100 on every map. I do have on, so obviously I have a tutorial for this map on my channel, but also if you go to my channel, I have a playlist called High Round Guides, where I have detailed tutorials on how to get to round 100 on various different maps. And the tutorial's still ongoing. You guys choose the next map I cover by voting for the map when the video releases. Now, Moon isn't going to be the next tutorial. Moon is just me playing for fun, because I already have a tutorial. But the next tutorial that's going to be released is on Die Rise. And then when that video releases, you guys will vote on the next map I cover after that. Oh, okay. That was a fast round. I actually, at this rate, I probably am going to be sub 3. I don't know if I've ever been sub 3 before. Let's see. Anything could go wrong. Or I could be miscalculating how much time I have. 6 rounds and like 20 or 25 minutes to do it. Insta-kill helps.
Insta-kill.
There's my max ammo.
Too quick for that.
Yeah, listen, BO1 Moon, the astronaut, is kind of an actual concern, but BO3 Moon, you just deadwire him.
Max ammo.
I shall medicate my patient.
The hard part about BO3 Moon is listening for him, because he can be kind of difficult to hear. Like, when I play Moon early on, I don't listen to any music. I'm always, like, keeping an ear out for him, because a lot of times he likes to just fucking sneak up on you when you least expect it.
Oh my! A horde of zombies! How delicious!
I'm so glad to be back on this map.
More! Give me more! Okay, little less.
You got to 101 on Shang BO1? That's awesome.
I could use some help.
Shang BO1 I had a lot of fun doing when I went for that one. No quick revive. I'm gonna get it a little bit later. The reason I'm not running it right now is because right now I have the power off to avoid excavators, and because I have power off, if I avoid quick revive, I also don't have death machines, which means I get more max ammos from the zombies. Funnily enough, this is a very weird, rare circumstance where I have perfect drops. I've only got 4 drops in my cycle. How is Shangri-La round 100? Really easy. I did it in 4 attempts, I think. It is a map that seems difficult, but is actually really easy when you get the hang of it. And if you watch my tutorial, it definitely helps. BO3 does not have insta-kill rounds. For the summer, ice in my drinks? Yes. Usually, yes. Depends on the drink. Weirdly, if the drink is coffee, my answer is no. I like hot coffee year-round. But, yeah, ice in my drinks. Five rounds. The rounds are 3.5 minutes each, and I got 5 rounds before 100. Will I make it in under 3 hours? Nah, I'm not a big fan of iced coffee. Will I make it in under 3 hours? The answer is I don't know.
Now is not the time to dilly-dally.
I mean, yeah, if we're being specific, I like cold drinks I'm not always a fan of putting ice in soda. Like, if a can of soda came out of somewhere cold, I'm not, like, putting ice in it. Same with, like, even a bottled soda or whatever. If it was already cold, I'm just leaving it cold. And if it's not cold, I'm not... Usually don't put ice in. I just don't drink it.
Oh, surrounded by undead. They never learn. Away with you all!
Nuke.
No matter how many you send, I will prevail.
Well, that's 2 nukes, so... The odds that I get a max ammo are 1 in 3. And I found my drop cycle again. Oh, wait. There's a double points inside of that. Okay, so the odds that I get a max ammo are 0. Favorite Easter egg? I mean, I'm not really a fan of doing Easter eggs in general.
I do not have need for points.
Probably my favorite is, Oh, this is gonna be a wild answer, but I'm gonna say buried. Just cause the fucking last step of the buried Easter egg, man. Favorite wonder weapon? The Apothecant Serpent.
I drink your pain.
Alright, well, at least I know I only have insta-kill max left in my cycle, so the next time I throw Gershes, I'm basically guaranteed a max.
Come to the doctor.
Favorite color? Purple.
You attack the doctor?
Should I change the zombie eye colors to purple? Favorite instrument? Saxophone. Favorite fox girl? Tax collector. Well, I only have so many of those, you know. It's hard to choose. Favorite animal? I don't know.
Your face offends. Now die.
BO3 for Rooked.
Oh, the
Favorite
smell of
box
the
model?
burning
The original.
reminds me of home.
That was a 4-minute round. I'm probably... I'm cutting it close. Favorite question? I have more than one? Well, anything's possible if you believe in yourself.
Oh, good. Playtime for the doctor.
There's zombies outside. And there's also...
Drink your pain.
Wait, how is he so close? I was just hitting the gum right outside, and I didn't see him. Where the fuck are the last zombies?
Again, I am the victor.
Never mind. Favorite food and drink? It's hard to choose. Favorite drink is water. Unless you mean,
Face your death.
like, vodka Red Bull. Favorite boss in zombies? It's gotta be Gearge. AKA George Romero.
Oh, the glorious blood. Vengeance!
Alright. By the way, I will be ending the stream when I hit round 100 for now. I'm probably not gonna stream tomorrow, but I will stream Thursday, probably. Favorite gun other than Wonder Weapon. Favorite non-Wonder Weapon?
A zombie BBQ. Wunderbar.
The first thing that came to my mind is the Commando on Black Ops 1. Honorable mention goes to the HVK on Black Ops 3, and also the PDW on Black Ops 2. But I'm gonna stick with Commando.
You dare?
Actually, no. Healy and Salvo. Healy and Salvo, final answer. What about the ICR? The ICR is fine. It's a less good HVK. How far into this round am I? This round's about to end. In like one Gersh. That was not the way I was expecting that to bounce. Or 2 Gershes, I guess. There's my guaranteed max. This should end the round, I think. I hope. I hope.
Max ammo.
My gun runneth over.
This should end the round. They're getting longer. I'm like really cutting it close for the sub 3 here. But I think I'm getting the sub 3.
The pieces, they're all around me. I play your games no more. Jab, jab, jab. A fountain of pain.
Your highest round in your own game is 16. Well, now I definitely have to beat that.
Reminds me of home.
The M27 is also really fun. The ICR doesn't feel bad. It's fine. It's just the HVK feels nicer.
I drink your pain.
Did I play much Infinite Warfare Zombies? I have booted up Infinite Warfare Zombies exactly 3 times. I got to round 50 on Spaceland, which was fun, but I just need to dedicate more time to it. I just didn't put the effort in. Best wall weapon papped? Depends which game you're playing.
Let me taste the delicate flesh.
Because, like, on Black Ops 1, I would say... Also depends on the map. Like, you know, World at War map, BO1 map.
Worship me.
MP40 is not on every map. But on Black Ops 3, the correct answer is whichever wall buy is closest to whichever strategy you're running that is the best. Because you just put dead wire on it.
You attack the
Sometimes that's the RK5, sometimes that's the Shiva, sometimes that's the Kudas. On Shadows, it's the LCAR and KRM. Like, it depends. Sometimes it's the HVK.
many of them. Eyes flash, it pops like little piece of candy.
Favorite AR of all time? Commando, Black Ops 1.
your death. Come to the door.
I think the Vesper's kind of overhyped.
Oh, look at them burn.
Favorite SMG of all time? Sarah Michelle Gellar. Or, I don't know, the Cuda, if you're boring. Actually, I mean, I like the Weevil more than the Cuda, so maybe the Weevil.
Wunderbar.
Alchem. Alchem lets me speed up this round.
Come to the doctor. Oh, the smell of the burning flesh reminds me of home.
Chicom? Chicom's an interesting choice. It is a speed weapon. Okay, I'm realizing I am hitting the sub 3. I don't think I've ever done a sub 3 before, so that's cool.
The pieces, they're all around me. Space child, we must kill it. More! Give me more! Okay, little less. Oh my! I could use some help here!
You not have any World at War weapons and knocked only BO1 weapons? That's fine. Especially if that helps you to, like, standardize the weapons across the maps. Best version of the MP40? I mean, the Black Ops 1 version. The Black Ops 3 version just doesn't feel the same, you know?
Die! Die! Oh my! A horde of zombies! How delicious! Oh, his flesh! It pops like little piece of candy!
One more round. That was a 3.5-minute round. Favorite buried character? Misty. BO2 version of the MP40? Oh, the one on Origins? Nah, the BO1 version feels the best. Maybe even the World at War version, but BO1.
A zombie BBQ! Wunderbar! Oh, look at them burn!
Alright, we're getting the sub 3. That's cool.
Oh, the smell of the burning flesh reminds me of home. BBQ! Wunderbar! Oh, his flesh! It pops like little piece of candy! Oh,
I'll chem my way to glory here.
they never
Let's get this 100. Let's get this sub 3.
Oh, his flesh! It pops like little piece of candy!
What is that near my points? That is Jalen Brunson, my friend. The coolest person in New York right now.
Give me more!
Well, besides Zoran, I guess. Tell me how. How can you hit heads in your 2D game? Nice.
Come to your death! Come to the doctor! They will all worship me!
That's what I should do. I should get a little Zoran Mamdani portrait to make my character. I bet he would appreciate that.
A zombie BBQ! Wunderbar! Oh, look at them burn! Away with you all! Oh, the smell of the burning flesh.
There it is.
Reminds me of home.
I'm pretty sure that's my first ever sub 3.
A zombie BBQ!
Okay, now I did say I was gonna end the stream at the end of the round, but I also need to hit the gum, and now this is gonna be scuffed because zombies are spawning outside. Oh, this is gonna be giga scuffed.
Ach, so wunderbar! You
They're
attack the
all
doctor.
outside. What? So let's finish this round so we can fix this.
Please, please. Now is not
What
the
is that?
time
A
to
double
finish
points? That's an insta-kill. I will take that.
Insta
us.
kill.
Like it! Und like it! Vengeance! I drink your pain! Oh yeah, the blood! The blood! Let me taste the delicate flesh!
I'm gonna end the stream at the end of this round.
Oh, his flesh! It pops like little piece of candy!
I saw the comment.
Oh, look at them burn!
I just couldn't read the whole combination. That's interesting that
The smell
that you're
of
giving
burning
Deadshot a buff.
flesh reminds
Definitely
me of home.
needed.
Oh, the glorious
Because I would say Deadshot is easily the worst. Well, not the worst. It's just like the least useful perk in the entire mode. Even when you're playing with something with aim assist where it actually functions. Like, just, it's never worth using in one of your first floor slots. It's one of those things like, yeah, it's nice to have, but if you don't have it, you're
Oh,
kind
the
of
smell
fine.
of the burning flesh reminds me of home.
The worst, of course, would be Tombstone.
Oh, his flesh, it pops like little piece of candy. A zombie BBQ. Wunderbar.
Still a banger jingle, though. True.
Oh, his
Also
flesh,
true for
it
Deadshot,
pops like
although
little
Tombstone's
piece of
jingle is a lot
candy.
cooler. Give me a max.
Of the doctor.
Double points.
Give me a max.
I shall rule.
Thank you. Here, I'll throw another to try to force the last drop for the round.
Max ammo.
Yeah, time for more death.
Kaboom.
The flames of the damned.
I play with controller. Even if you can't flop, like, the best feature of PhD Flopper is not the ability to flop. The best feature of PhD is using explosive weapons and not damaging yourself. Like, that's the main reason why you run PhD whenever you do run it. Okay, let me hit the gum. This is Fatal Contraption. And then I can call it there. All right. It's late. Thank you all for watching. You know the Origins glitch with Flopper? I do know about that. That makes it more useful, but also not that useful in the sense that, like, why flop while holding a staff when you could just kill the zombies with the staff? Where you can die to a grenade with PhD? Oh, I don't know about that. I know about the one where, like, Flopper is buffed when you're holding a staff because it uses the staff effect or something. All right, but anyway, I gotta get going. I will probably not be streaming tomorrow, like I said. If I do stream, it'll be a nice surprise, but I would expect my next stream will be on Thursday, probably. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna get going. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all very soon. Good night.